Good morning, Run Talks. Another beautiful day here in the UK. I think summer arrived in like March, to be honest with you. So today I want to talk to you about the importance and one of the biggest reasons I feel like all men should have some kind of coach or get the support of guidance and mentors. One of the books I'm reading at the minute, and if you're a father or even a mother, I recommend you read this incredible book called Raising Boys by Steve Bitter. Because one of the things I often see in men, and I've seen it in myself, is that some of the fundamentals of raising boys as opposed to girls. You can also learn things about girls from this book if you're a dad. He does touch on some really profound points about how women rely on their father to a degree for self-esteem. So if you critique your daughter about the way she looks or what she's wearing or in any way, then it could damage her self-esteem, which I thought was quite profound for any guy who maybe has daughters. But the thing about boys is we are going through a massive shift in society. For many years, we've lived in an age of where we've had many wars, and there's been a lot of absent fathers, and there's still absent fathers today. And in the book, he talks about the critical parts of a boy's development. And he talks about 3 stages. So the first stage, 0 to 6 years of age, is very much the nurture. He's very close to his mother, but the father's still there, supporting as one united front to help the boy understand that he should respect his mother. Then we have kind of age 6 to about 13, 14, which is where the boy looks to the dad. And this is the most important stage of the boy's life, where he learns how to be a man, he learns how to treat women, he learns about understanding how to control his anger, he learns many things from his dad. And if the dad is throwing himself into his work or is absent, this is not me, this is Steve, but I'm not an expert in parenting, then this is where the boy's development will suffer. And if you have an absent father, could be not present, could be working all of the time. When he's with the kids, he might not be present, or the father just isn't there for some reason or other, then the boy can get massively impacted by this. Then we have ages 14 to 21, where the boy alongside his father seeks to find mentors and guidance and support and explore the world and explore his independence. And this is where we get to around the age of 21, when Maurice Massey and Claire Graves talks about the development of values. Our values are created at this point. So why is this important? One of the things I think this is important is because one of the things I do see in men, and I'm not saying your dad is a bad dad, only you can be the judge of that, and only he can be the judge of that. But one thing I do see that's quite profound in men is that while they look like men on the outside, and we all look like men on a logical level, I have a beard and I have some muscles, and to other men exterior I look like a man. Quite often the men that sit in front of me, inside of them, there's still a scared little boy. And a boy who still lacks certain elements, let's say, that a father would probably provide. And one of those key things is boundaries, support, encouragement. You notice I use the word support because men have the attitude of, I can do it on my own, I don't need help. But the truth is, if you're still a young boy inside of there, and this is purely on an unconscious level, by the way, You know, I'm not trying to insult you by saying that you're a small boy. On an unconscious level, there's still a little boy in there. And if that little boy has no one to guide him, no one to support him, no one to help him see and learn certain lessons about himself, then ultimately that boy is going to keep trying to do what boys do, which is keep going harder, keep going faster, continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, and expecting a different result. Einstein's definition of insanity. So this is one of the biggest reasons I think that as men, whether or not you run your own business, you're navigating a tough transition in your life, you want more out of life, more fulfillment, you're struggling with confidence, you're struggling in your relationships, then ultimately you're going to need that kind of support, that kind of guidance, that kind of coaching or mentorship to help you break that pattern. And it could very be the support, guidance and mentorship that you never really got while you were a kid. So I think this is quite a profound point, because you will try and go alone to fix what's going on for you. Oh, let me just drag across the road. Fix what's happening, and you will be overwhelmed by the amount of resources, the amount of information. And as you try harder and harder and harder, you get more and more frustrated. But there comes a point where you know you need help, support. But something inside of you stops. And it's that very moment which I believe separates the boy from the man. Just released a new podcast episode, maybe of interest to you, morning routine. Go and check it out. It's live now on iTunes and Spotify, and I'll see you all tomorrow.